Rock purists, the gatekeepers who decide what's real and what's sellout trash. They worship authenticity and sneer at anything that even smells like commercial success. Some tracks on this list are from bands they couldn't stand. Others are songs that made them feel betrayed. Yet the very songs they hated the most often ended up defining entire generations. Today, we're counting down the top 10 iconic songs purists just couldn't get behind. Plus one bonus so controversial, it nearly destroyed a legendary career. Number 10. Anthemic. Arena ready and massively loved by the mainstream, but when four guys in makeup and platform boots released this track, purists called it cartoonish and shallow. Kiss, Rock and Roll All Night, 1975. Kiss had already established themselves as the ultimate theatrical rock band, complete with fire-breathing, blood-spitting spectacle. But Rock and Roll All Night represented something different, a calculated anthem designed for maximum crowd participation. The song's simple three-chord structure and repetitive chorus made it perfect for stadium sing-alongs. But rock purists saw it as everything wrong with mid-70s arena rock. Critics accused Kiss of dumbing down rock music, creating a song that prioritized spectacle over substance. The track's massive success intensified the backlash, with serious rock fans viewing it as proof that Kiss cared more about entertainment than musical credibility. Despite the criticism, Rock and Roll All Night became the band's signature song and a defining anthem of 1970s rock. Number 9. One of the most streamed rock songs ever came from a band that critics dismissed for their arena rock polish. When they delivered this power ballad, hard rock fans scoffed at what they saw as overly commercial sentiment. Journey, Don't Stop Believin', 1981. Journey had perfected the art of the arena anthem, but Don't Stop Believin' took their commercial instincts to new heights. The song's uplifting message and soaring chorus made it irresistible to mainstream audiences. Yet rock purists accused the band of manufacturing emotion rather than expressing authentic feeling. Steve Perry's powerful vocals and the track's cinematic production values felt too polished. Too perfect for critics who preferred their rock music rough around the edges. The song's presence in movies, television shows, and sporting events only reinforced the perception that Journey had created corporate rock designed for mass consumption. Yet, Don't Stop Believin' endured, becoming one of the most beloved rock songs of all time despite, or perhaps because of, its unabashed commercialism. Number 8. Power ballad gold from a Midwest band that was adored by the mainstream, but hated by hard rock fans. Their emotional delivery and radio-friendly sound made purists dismiss them as soft rock fluff. REO Speedwagon, Keep On Loving You, 1980. REO Speedwagon had spent years as a competent hard rock band, but Keep On Loving You transformed them into soft rock superstars. The song's gentle acoustic opening, emotional vocals, and lush production represented everything that hard rock purists despised about early 80s radio rock. Kevin Cronin's heartfelt delivery and the track's romantic sentiment felt too safe. Too calculated for fans who preferred their rock music dangerous and unpredictable. Critics accused REO Speedwagon of abandoning their rock roots for mainstream acceptance, pointing to the stark contrast between this ballad and their earlier, more aggressive material. The song's massive success, reaching #1 and becoming a wedding reception staple, only confirmed purists' worst fears about the commercialization of rock music. Number 7. Prog light theatrics from a Chicago band that was loved by casual fans, but mocked by serious prog enthusiasts. When they delivered this epic, critics found it cheesy despite its ambitious scope. Styx, Come Sail Away, 1977.
Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me.
Styx occupied an uncomfortable middle ground between progressive rock complexity and mainstream accessibility, and Come Sail Away perfectly embodied this tension. The song's piano-driven opening and Dennis DeYoung's theatrical vocals built to an anthemic climax that casual fans loved, but prog purists dismissed as oversimplified.
Free to face a life that's ahead of me.
Critics accused Styx of taking progressive rock's ambition and stripping away its sophistication, creating music that felt like prog rock for people who didn't actually like prog rock. The track's science fiction themes and grandiose arrangement were impressive on the surface, but serious rock fans argued that it lacked the musical complexity and intellectual depth of true progressive music. Despite the criticism, Come Sail Away became one of Styx's most enduring songs, proving that sometimes accessibility trumps authenticity.
Despite my memory,
Number 6. A huge crossover hit that elitists slammed as soft rock fluff. This British-American group had delivered harder material before, but when they went for maximum emotional impact, purists felt betrayed. Foreigner, I Want to Know What Love Is, 1984.
I wanna know what love is.
Foreigner had built their reputation on hard-driving rock anthems like Hot-Blooded and Urgent, making their shift toward emotional balladry all the more jarring for longtime fans. I Want to Know What Love Is featured a gospel choir, lush orchestration,
I want you to show me.
and Lou Graham's most vulnerable vocal performance, creating a sound that felt more suited for adult contemporary radio than rock stations.
Clouds I see love shine. It keeps me warm as light.
Rock purists accused the band of abandoning their edge for mainstream acceptance, pointing to the song's calculated emotional manipulation and radio-friendly production. The track's massive success, reaching #1 in multiple countries, just escalated the backlash from fans who felt Foreigner had sold out their rock credibility for commercial success.
Finally found me in my life.
Number 5. Slick, polished rock perfection from a Boston band that purists called overproduced. Their debut single showcased technical mastery, but critics argued it lacked soul and authenticity. Boston, More Than a Feeling, 1976. Tom Scholz spent years perfecting More Than a Feeling in his home studio, layering guitars and vocals until he achieved a sound of unprecedented polish and precision. The result was a masterpiece of arena rock production, but critics accused Boston of creating music that was technically impressive but emotionally sterile. The song's multi-layered harmonies and soaring guitar work were undeniably skillful, but rock purists argued that all the studio wizardry had stripped away the raw energy that made rock music vital. The track's massive success and radio rotation only reinforced the perception that Boston represented everything wrong with corporate rock. Music that prioritized technical perfection over authentic expression.
I hide in my music, forget the day, and dream of a good.
Number 4. Phil Collins' pop era meant huge commercial success, but purists called it betrayal of prog roots. When this British band embraced synthesizers and drum machines, longtime fans felt abandoned. Genesis' Invisible Touch, 1986. Genesis had evolved from a complex progressive rock band into a mainstream pop act, but Invisible Touch represented the complete abandonment of their musical heritage. The song's simple structure, catchy hook, and synthesizer-heavy production were everything that progressive rock bands despised about 1980s music. Where Genesis had once crafted 20-minute epics about mythical creatures and abstract concepts, they now delivered radio-friendly pop songs designed for maximum commercial impact. The track became their only #1 hit in the United States, but longtime fans felt like they were mourning the death of the band they once loved. Rock purists saw Invisible Touch as proof that even the most artistic bands would eventually succumb to commercial pressures. Number 3. A British hard rock band led by a former Deep Purple vocalist had reinvented themselves for the MTV-era. But when they delivered this power ballad with a provocative music video, purists accused them of selling out their blues rock heritage. Whitesnake, Here I Go Again, 1987. David Coverdale had transformed Whitesnake from a bluesy hard rock band into a polished MTV darling. But Here I Go Again represented the complete abandonment of their roots. The song's slick production, synthesizer flourishes, and radio-friendly structure felt like a calculated attempt to capture American audiences rather than authentic artistic expression. The accompanying music video, featuring Coverdale's then-girlfriend Tawny Kitaen, writhing on luxury cars, became an MTV staple but reinforced critics' perception that Whitesnake had prioritized image over substance. Rock purists argued that the band had traded their gritty blues rock credibility for mainstream success, creating music that felt manufactured rather than inspired. Despite reaching #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, Here I Go Again divided fans who felt Coverdale had abandoned their authentic hard rock sound that originally defined Whitesnake.
Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone.
Number 2. A British band had overcome tragedy and adversity to become arena rock superstars, but when they delivered their sexually charged anthem, purists accused them of reducing rock music to its most basic, primal elements. Def Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me, 1987 in the UK, 1988 in the US. Def Leppard had already proven themselves as masters of arena rock, but Pour Some Sugar on Me took their commercial instincts to new extremes. The song's sexually charged lyrics, anthemic chorus, and polished production made it perfect for MTV rotation and strip club soundtracks. But rock purists accused the band of reducing rock music to its most basic elements. Critics argued that the track's obvious innuendo and calculated hooks represented everything wrong with the late 80s hair metal. Style over substance, image over authenticity. The song's massive success, becoming one of the defining anthems of the hair metal era, revved up the criticism from fans who preferred Def Leppard's earlier, more sophisticated material. Rock purists saw Pour Some Sugar on Me as proof that even talented bands would eventually pander to the lowest common denominator for commercial success. Number 1. Massive, iconic, polarizing. This California band created something that was loved and hated in equal measure, representing both the pinnacle and the problem with 1970s arena rock. They say. Eagles, Hotel California, 1976.
Plenty of room at the Hotel California.
Hotel California seemed like everything rock purists should love. Complex guitar work, mysterious lyrics, and a dark atmosphere that suggested deeper meaning. But its massive commercial success and radio ubiquity made it a target for critics who accused the Eagles of creating calculated, soulless music designed for maximum profit. The track's lengthy guitar solo and cryptic lyrics about excess and corruption were impressive on paper, but some purists argued that it felt manufactured rather than inspired. Even among purists, Hotel California is divisive.
I hit the Rebbe and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night.
Is it truly flawed, or do some just like to play the hater card? Either way, the song has endured as one of the most iconic rock tracks ever, proving that debate often follows greatness.
We haven't had that spirit here since 1969.
Bonus track. Universally ridiculed by rock purists as the worst great song ever, this track from a band's pop transformation was a huge hit, despite being undeniably catchy. The song became synonymous with everything wrong with mid-80s rock. Starship, We Built This City, 1985.
We built this city on rock and roll.
Jefferson Airplane had been pioneers of psychedelic rock, but by 1985 they had transformed into Starship, a mainstream pop rock band that bore little resemblance to their revolutionary origins. We Built This City represented the complete abandonment of their countercultural roots.
You don't know me. I recognize my face.
Featuring synthesizers, drum machines, and lyrics that celebrated corporate rock culture. The song became a massive hit, reaching #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, but critics universally panned it as the worst example of 1980s commercial excess. Rock purists saw it as proof that even the most revolutionary bands could be corrupted by commercial success, turning former rebels into corporate sellouts.
Generation games. Who cares? They're always changing.
These songs prove that sometimes the most hated tracks become the most enduring. Which of these controversial classics do you think deserves its iconic status? And which one makes you want to change the station immediately?